time last year soul searching. Didn't find much. The entire winter was gone before I even noticed it. I'm in the summer now, the coldest shit I've ever felt. A wormhole in my heart, like an apple, don't know where to start. Telling my story, I've been searching for a while now. I hope God smiles down on me when a rainbow is passing, but I don't know if he does. Listen to the pastor, but I kinda drowned him out, because the flood that Noah had was so, you know what, repetitive, same shit come on the radio, and I didn't really change my feelings about it. My head was spinning around it, and I tried to tell my mom and dad, but they just kicked me out. And that's all that ever happens, it's all that ever happens. That's all that ever happens, all that ever happens. That's all that ever happens, all that ever happens. So I'm sitting here alone in my sister's room and I'm rapping. That's all that ever happens, all that ever happens. It's all that ever happens, all that ever happens. It's all that ever happens, all that ever happens. And I'm sitting in my sister's room, steadily sitting rapping. I read a good book and I sit alone at night. I throw it across the room because my favorite character died. Like every movie, my favorite character dies. My life's a movie and my favorite character dies. I read a good book and I sit alone at night. I throw it across the room because my favorite character died. Like every movie, my favorite character dies. My life's a movie and my favorite character dies. Wake up early in the morning, no alarm clock and I'm yawning. It's only 3 and it's me, alone, nowhere to go. Just the roads to roam as I look out to the nightlife. My nightlife is not right. I wrote a poem and I'm gonna let you hear it. Searching for a spirit, searching for a soul. It's winter, it's been so cold and I don't know if I'll ever be able to splinter my way out of the cell. Meaning escaping easily, I mean honestly, this hell I've been giving myself is non-ending, non-stopping, no winning for this. Bird in the sky circling me as I lay on my car, thinking I'm dead and maybe I am, I don't know by far. If I'm going to heaven or to hell, it's hard to tell. I think of everything down to the most immaculate atom particles. It's easy to say I'm not the article son, the prodigal son they're searching for. I was gone and I'm back and nobody celebrates it. Illogical when he says this. Asbestos in the school that I went to cause it's so old and they didn't change it. Makes people that I know sick and never made it to the graduating day, and it kinda pissed me off. I gotta aim this lyrical ammunition to their brains, and I know it's kinda hard to understand that I'm not the man I used to be. I'm growing older, changing anatomically. I'll probably have to rewrite my entire verse for another song, and nobody's ever gonna listen or sing along, and it will probably never get radio play, and I'll probably never be the best rapper. But you know what? Sometimes I'll still write a cocky verse. Say I'm the best in the universe. Universally loved, spitting a verse. That's just what I do sometimes. Sometimes I sit and look at the clouds, wondering if acid rain will drop out and put candy in my mouth. Wonder if I'll ever die young. Wonder if I'll grow old. Wonder if I'll have a son. I don't know. The room I'm sitting in is green with envy at me. Why? Cause I can move around and talk and yet I sit in solitude. Like a pillar of salt, and dude, I didn't even look back at the town that was burning behind me. It's not fair, and you're unaware. They told me, beware of the monsters that hide under your bed.
Well, I say beware the monsters up inside of your head. You never understand the things that come after you at night or what you create. Okay, now
I can't bow out forever, never for life. I could pull the lever, bringing the light from outside. That's too much. They told me,
beware of the monsters that hide under your bed.
Well, I say beware the monsters up inside of your head. You never understand the things that come after you at night or what you create. Okay, now
everybody would want to repeat this in their head. If this was a perfect world, I'd meet the perfect girl. By the time I was 6, and this shit wouldn't have happened. Like I wouldn't have met these crazy chicks that was spitting shit like semen out their mouth when they were only 15, and now they're 16 and pregnant. But they're not mine, so I'm happy. And I let this shit go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I stop it, because I don't need anymore. I read a good book and I sit alone at night. I throw it across the room because my favorite character died. Like every movie, my favorite character dies. My life's a movie and my favorite character dies.